Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell.
Seconds away from showtime. I love this part.
We're back! Amazing costumes, amazing performances, amazing reveals.
Everything is bigger. The audience, the talent, the voice.
It's crazy!
What is up, everyone? I'm Chris Knight, and you are watching The Real Review 3000 here with another episode of Unmasking the Masked Singer. Yeah, the background video thing, still working on it. I'll put them all together until I have them done. That's the plan. But let's just go over this past week, and we'll talk about everything, including who's going to be on tonight, the shakeup we got last week, and all of that great stuff. So let's start with who was up first. That was Medusa. We still think it's Bishop Briggs. She sang New York, New York by Frank Sinatra. She said it's her father's favorite song to sing in karaoke, and that she used to sing it with him, I believe. I'm not sure if there's any way to really look at that and see if that's like going to give the whole thing away that it's her. But I know that they showed Chris Martin again, and that again, she's opened up for him in concerts. That's there. Buckingham Palace, she's from the UK, that showed up again. We talked about River being a song that's been sang on the show, and that she said that she's already been on the show, but this time she's here for to perform. So that's all still there. We saw more Chris Martin. We saw some chess pieces. We saw Buckingham Palace again, and all of that stuff. And as you guys know, she was saved by the bell. So now what happens is, instead of seeing that it was her or wasn't her, she moves on now. And I guess the way I understand it is if they have any other contestants who are saved, which the way it's kind of worded makes it sound like maybe there might be other ones. If there are other contestants who are saved, that she will go up against them for a chance to get into the finals. So we'll see how that goes. Second person that sang last week was Polar Bear. Turned out to be Grandmaster Flash, and he sang Rapture now by Blondie. Now, that just, I don't know why that one would be the one that they would pick, or he would pick for himself. And I was really surprised that, okay, you picked Rapture, but you didn't do the rap part. That was kind of the interesting thing. I was waiting for that rap part because I knew it had to be somebody like a DJ or a rapper or something like that. It really just was really interesting they didn't put the rap part in there. Anyways, though, it says New York is what made him. He was born in Barbados, I believe, but grew up in New York. It says he grew up in a rough area of New York, and it was a bad part of town and all that. Well, he was raised and grew up in South Bronx, so that makes sense. He was interested in electronics, messed with toasters, hair dryers, all that stuff, talked about that. And that's what kind of got him interested in turntables. He says he turned the tables on the music industry. Well, he was one of the people credited for the style of scratching and the competition DJs. He, not just him, but that area kind of had a few people who came out of it that were really known for. But he is kind of known as the grandfather of scratch. So that was interesting. There you go. It said he invented a sound that no one was making. His status put his broken borough on the map, talking about boroughs, the South Bronx, that matches up. And it said they showed a scratch-off lottery ticket, electronic speakers, and DJ booth. It all makes sense. You knew it was a DJ or something like that. They said DJ Jazzy Jeff. You know, one of those guys. I'm not sure if anybody said Grandmaster Flash. Maybe they did. I can't remember. But definitely all those clues really did lean that direction. Now, last person who sang, or last people who sang, was California Roll. Now, we are going to go, and I think most of the internet's going with Pentatonics on this one. They sang Paparazzi by Lady Gaga. Now, the first give me is pretty much the name of Pentatonics. It stands for 5. And so there's 5 parts of California Roll. That makes a lot of sense there. They won the Sing Off, which was an a cappella type show. I think season 3 they won with Eye of the Tiger. I believe there's a like stuffed tiger or something shown in the clue package. They had a collaboration with Dolly Parton with Jolene. It shows a caricature of Dolly, and it also mentions her in the clue package. Then the Pizza Rat brought out a clue that read 5 billion. Well, their YouTube channel has like 5.9 billion views, so that, I think that kind of leads to that. They say they've been on the silver screen. Well, Pentatonics had a cameo in Pitch Perfect. I know that much. And then it also states that in each of the clues for the 5 members, like they put out 5 different clues, and each one kind of goes to each of the members. So Mitch Grassi is one of them. It says he occasionally works solo as a DJ, something that the California Roll is known to do. Scott Hoying, it says California Roll talked about catching some gleeful rays. So it says here that he was a part of the trio with Mitch and Kristen. He entered radio contest to meet the cast of Glee, so that kind of matches up. Kristen Madadano, I think. I don't know. I have to look at this, and I have it written over here. So it says she took a break from the group in 2018 to star on Broadway in the Tony-winning musical Kinky Boots. California Rose says they've been on The Great White Way, and also mentions Broadway and stuff like that. Kevin Olusola. Sorry. He graduated from Yale in 2011 with BA in East Asian Studies. California Rose says they got a degree from an Ivy League school. And then Matt Sally got married to Sarah Bishop in 2022, and it says that they were wed as well. So it mentions that they've been married. So each one of those clues kind of picks at the whole group. So, I mean, it does seem to match up. I'm not going to say that's a guarantee. There are several other acapella groups. Pentatonics is like the big one, and I think that's who this is. So we're going to say it's Pentatonics. Now, after all that was said and done, Pentatonics won, or California Roll won the Battle Royale, but the ding dong keep it on bell was wrong for Medusa. That didn't surprise me. So technically the round 1 champs are California Roll, but the ding dong saves goes Medusa, and then she'll go and face the other ones if there are other ones. I'm not really sure how that'll be if she's the only one. And we kind of said we thought maybe just one. I think that's maybe just Medusa, and she'll just move on. Maybe. We'll have to see. Now, tonight's episode will be DC night, and on tonight will be Gargoyle, Squirrel, and Wolf. Squirrel and Wolf were not originally in the lineup, so those are 2 new ones. Be interested to see them. And of course, the ones voted off, which we haven't guessed because of first performances, no guess, as you guys know. The ones that have been voted off so far: Gnome was Dick Van Dyke, Mustang was Sarah Evans, Rock Lobster Howie Mandel, Night Owl Debbie Gibson, and then Polar Bear Grandmaster Flash. That is all of the ones there since Medusa went on because she was saved. And with that said, guys, let me know if you think it's Pentatonics. I think that's a pretty unanimous decision right now across the board in the internet and online and people I've talked to. I'm pretty sure that's who it is, and I'm pretty sure everybody else figures that's who it is. And the Bishop Briggs guest seems to be a pretty big, has a lot of support to it too. So guys, let me know what you think. Put it all down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I will try to get these background videos fixed. But with that said, I am Chris Knight. This has been the Real Review 3000, and I am officially out of here.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell. Follow Chris Knight and The Real Review 3000 on these platforms. For email and Patreon, see the description box below. To reach The Ego, use the Twitter handle @TheEgo5150. We would like to thank the generous members of The Real Review 3000. Those members are JJ, aka Sithlord 3827, Anzo of Biggerford Entertainment, Yvette, Sean Stackhouse, Captain Trek, Jesse Ritchie, and Abraham Morales. Thank you for your support, and donations that help us at The Real Review 3000 bring you, the viewer, better content. For information on how to become a member, click the join button below.